Today's video is going to be short and it's a little bit different and it's a lot personal because recently on Instagram and on Facebook, I was talking about revealing that I am going to start working with a therapist next week. I made an appointment the other day. I'm really excited about it. Personally, I'm really proud of myself for doing it because this has been somewhere that I have been struggling lately. And I want to be as honest as possible in telling you why it's important for me to share that I'm seeing a therapist with all of you. So I work with a life coach because even coaches need coaches, and I need someone to help me keep on track and keep me accountable to the promises and the practices that I have established for myself to make sure that, and this is personal to me, but I think that accountability works for a lot of people. It's really important for someone to see that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, not for validation, but so that I don't cheat on myself and my own goals. It's really important that I'm checking in with someone to make sure that I'm staying on track. So I've been working with this person for a couple of years now. I adore her. I think she's fantastic. Her name is Lauren Zander. I talk about her all the time. She's the creator of the Handel Method, and she's just brilliant, and she's perfect for me. And the other day we had a really emotional call, and I was talking about, that I've been doing all of these practices and I am so dedicated and disciplined in my promises. I check in with her every day, and this round of check-ins, I was on day like 60. I've given up sugar. I'm on day 6 of 0 sugar, and I've been slowly changing my diet over time because of health reasons, and just really doing a good job. Like, I'm giving myself an A+ for effort, but there are increasingly frequent occurrences of anxiety and depression, depressive thoughts, down days. And it's not that I can't figure it out. There's a lot going on in my life. There's health issues with me, there's health issues with my children, there's world events, there's my work, there's a lot going on in my life. So there's no wonder that I'm overwhelmed. But one thing got me on our call last time. She said, I want you to consider that it might be time to get some extra help, maybe even medication. And it crushed me. I felt devastated. And I am not a crier. Even when I post on Facebook and I say like crying or tears, it's usually just like this dry cry that I do where I'm just like, it's not really like a tearful cry. And I sobbed on that call. I'm not a huge fan of Brené Brown, but she says some smart things. And one thing that she said in, I don't recall which book it was, so you can say it in the comments if you know. But she said something about, you can't be without judgment for another person's circumstance if you're not extending the same grace to yourself in the same circumstance. So to put it in terms of what I'm dealing with, I feel intellectually and I express that I have no judgment about someone else using medication or going to therapy, certainly not going to therapy at all. But when it comes to me, I don't allow myself that same access to that self-care tool. I don't. I hold myself to a different standard. I judge myself. So how could I really say that I'm not holding judgment against someone else for doing the same thing? And that right there made me feel completely out of integrity. As a coach, as someone who shows up and tells her story, as someone who tries to help with the healing of other people, right there, that reaction of me sobbing when my coach says, maybe it's time to get some extra help, maybe it's time for some medication, that sobbing right there shows me that I'm out of integrity and I need to come clean to you all. So I told you that I was going to therapy, and I want to give further explanation today. And this video is about self-care and what is self-care, and the question, am I doing it wrong? Because I'm not getting the results that I want. I'm not getting the healing that I want. So first, my definition of self-care, my personal definition of self-care is you taking the initiative to go and get whatever type of care that you need to feel good, to function, to navigate your life, to feel better, to heal. That's what self-care is. It's checking in with yourself and asking yourself, what do I need? And how am I going to get it? So it might be something that you do by yourself on your own. It might be something that requires asking for help to get. So for me, therapy, seeing a psychiatrist, taking medication, those are self-care too. Those are things, are tools that are intended to help yourself. And then the question, am I doing it wrong? And why am I not getting the results that I want? A long time ago, I gave up my attachment to being healed. I had to reframe the idea or the definition of what healing is. And for me, being healed or living in a place of healing is about showing up every day, functioning inside my life, even with bumps along the way, even with falling flat on my face. The getting back up is the healing. When I get back up, or when I ask for help for someone to like give me their hand so they can pull me back up, that is part of the healing journey. That is living in healing, living in a healing space for me. So there's that. Why isn't it working? Giving up that attachment to being healed, being perfect. So if I'm getting up and I'm doing the thing, if I'm asking for help, if I'm functioning inside of my life in a way that feels positive and nourishing, then I'm there. And I don't need anything more than that. I had to stop looking to a future event where everything was going to be perfect, and that being the purpose of doing all of the work. And I asked that question, the other day on the call, like, why isn't this working for me? And the truth is, it is working. It's all working. And it got me to a place where it said, hey, maybe this isn't enough for you right now and you need a little extra help. So part of my self-care, part of my method is always being very transparent, or as transparent as feels safe with you all, so that I can teach what I've learned. And what I learned the other day is that sometimes your methods have to change. Sometimes what you were doing and was working isn't enough forever. You have to switch it up a little bit. And I put out that call for help finding a therapist, and someone came through, and I was really excited because I found a fantastic Black women-owned therapy group right near me, because a lot of the issues that I need to talk about are in relationship to who I am and what I am, and I need someone who reflects that and can understand where I'm coming from. So I'm just really, really thrilled that this group exists and that it's so close to me, and they take my insurance, right? Because that's always a gamble. And I'm excited to be able to open myself up to being more compassionate toward myself, and then by extension, more compassionate to you all. Because when I was judging myself, somewhere in me, I was judging others who were looking for the same type of care. And that is unacceptable to me, because that is out of integrity of who I want to be and how I want to show up. But I want you to know that, again, self-care, my definition that I'd like to offer to you, is anything that you do in pursuit of caring for self. So whatever modality that is, whether it's reading a self-help book, or tapping, or meditation, or taking a long bath, or getting massages, or using essential oils, or taking psychiatric medication, seeking the help of a therapist, all of those things are self-care. And when it doesn't feel like it's working for you, you can try something else. It doesn't mean that you're failing. It just means that you're evolving, your needs are evolving, you're a human being. You're not going to be like this your whole life, not even like this during your whole day. And you deserve to get the exact type of care that you need in the moment. It's never failing as long as you're showing up. And that's all I have for you today. I love you very much. This is going on YouTube too. I encourage you to go to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/BEXLIFE, and share the videos. I always put the replays on there. You can't share from this group. You can certainly invite your friends to the group using the group link. Don't just add them. And you can go to YouTube and share those videos, which are public. I do this in service to you all in my community, but I also do it in service to your extended communities. And I hope that you find something in all of my videos that resonate and that make you want to share. So I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. If you have any questions on this topic, I am certainly willing to be completely open and honest and answer them in the comments. So please leave your comments below. And I will see you on Monday with a meditation. Always Monday for meditation because I need it to start my week. See you.